Have you ever been intrigued by the secrets of the deep underground? We can't see well underground, thus the mystery makes us much more intriguing. In this video, we will answer your questions about a species that is silently controlling the underground, and in the future, is our surface. In ancient times, the reptile-like man arose, and stories about them were created by authors like Robert Howard, Clark Ashton, and Lovecraft. It is a reptile that has been stealthily conquering humanity for millions of years underground, and is now controlled by the Illuminati. Many documents claim that they initially appeared when Hitler first came to power. His attitude is acceptable for them to have since they know he will do the most heinous act. The Los Angeles Times featured an item about this lizard on its cover on January 29, 1934, with the heading "Traces of Catacomb City of Lizard People Sought." Warren Schufelt, a mining engineer, uncovered a massive subterranean tube system in Los Angeles that corresponds to ancient Hopi chronicles. These, according to the Hopi, are their snake brothers. They dwell underground in sprawling metropolises. Schufelt even has a map of the city that shows how it resembles a lizard. Warren claims that when a big tragedy struck around 5,000 years ago, the lizard people created this vast tunnel system to prevent disaster, and that they have lithographic gold plates that chronicle the history of mankind. To comprehend this secret, one must return to the post-World War I era in Germany in 1932. When Hitler came to power in Nazi Germany and failed to destroy the federal government, he was imprisoned. While awaiting trial, he read Bulwer-Lytton's novel, named The Power of the Future Race, which is about a race of superiors known as Vril, who claim to be gods. Their father is descended from the ancient Atlanteans and has access to a rare power known as Vril, an infinite source of energy that can provide all of their requirements and can be entirely controlled by spirit. Hitler believed that what was stated in the novel was true. Since becoming Chancellor of Germany, Hitler has dispatched workers to seek and dig all across Europe's caverns in quest of the Vril. He also dispatched expeditionary forces to Asia, particularly to Tibet. It wasn't until explorers formed contacts with powerful Tibetan lamas that they learned about the world's vast underground network of tunnels and caverns. Legend has it that strays guard the secret gate to the underground world, known as the Red Door, which is concealed inside the Potala Palace in Lhasa. As the Tibetan lamas of Nazi alliance came together, the lamas decided to inform them that they had been supported for generations by an indigenous race of lizards who had resided deep below since primordial times. These lizardmen appear to be aware of an abandoned military outpost from ancient Atlantis, where planes, weaponry, and old technology are buried in tunnels and caverns in the south. Lizards are not technically savvy, but they are eager to barter for other things. Vril enjoys eating live humans. Thus a bargain was struck. Nazi Germany get ancient Atlantis technologies and sell out humanity. However, according to a victim who escaped from the Illuminati, Marshal Donald claims that this is not the first time Vril has traded with humans. He claims that for generations, the world royal families, rulers of national powers, and religious leaders have had a hidden alliance with this wicked reptile. The global leaders will obtain precious resources hidden deep below, such as jewels, gold, and other mineral reserves, in exchange for concealing Vril presence and providing a substantial sum of money. Marshall claims that they don't just want to keep the truth about Vril hidden, but they also want to keep a larger secret hidden, which is the presence of a parasitic race. Vril has an unusual biological power to penetrate the human body, control the brain, and enter the victim's memory. They can think and behave in every manner like the person they possess. After a period, the victim's usual actions can be resumed, with the exception of the brain, which is now entirely controlled by the Vril parasite. Marshall warns that we have already been penetrated, but are unaware of it. Marshall argues that Vril is basically a parasite, and that like all parasites, it will infiltrate, overwhelm, and govern its target, at which time the animal will be considered dead. He went on to say that with the aid of the Illuminati, this Vril had entered and occupied the bodies of the majority of the world's most influential individuals, and that they had finished the removal and replacement of significant people. Marshall stated that Vril-possessed individuals may be found at all levels of government, banking, military, law enforcement, journalists, media, and entertainment. Here are some celebrities who have acknowledged selling their souls to the devil in order to join the Illuminati. Marshall stated that the Vril lizard man has a nozzle at the top of his head that they use to spit out a concentrated brain fluid. When this fluid enters its body, it will pass via its eyes and then to the brain. a chemical metabolism immediately begins to act. The victim is basically dead, allowing Vril to infect humans and completely control the function of the brain. The victim will come back to life after a while, but now that Vril is in control of the body, it returns to normal activities, looks and acts completely similar to that person. Marshall stated that the Illuminati utilized this approach to possess many individuals over the world, and the members of the royal family inside the Illuminati anticipated one of their offspring to be Vril host. Parasitic: the Illuminati want to use Vril anomalous parasite talents to carry out their evil intentions in the future. They also use them to remove opponents who stand in their way and replace them with an Illuminati agent. Marshall discovers that Vril wishes to become human, that they appreciate the intellect and perfection of the human body, that they wish to crawl out of the ground, to enjoy the light, and walk among people undisturbed to detect. They are not human, and they do not have feelings like humans. They are essentially cold-blooded animals, who like seeing others suffer and suffer. Marshall discloses that Vril is behind many mindless crimes and killing throughout history. They are highly excellent at impersonating and influencing people, and there is typically no method to identify their existence. According to Marshall, Vril has occupied the human body from prehistoric times, even in ancient times. Except for an MRI scan of the brain, there is no method to identify the existence of Vril. He stated that they are one of the causes of the demise of the Atlantis civilization, because they possess the bodies of the great individuals in Atlantis, driving them to destroy each other with advanced weaponry, which is the source of the catastrophic earthquakes and tsunamis. Marshall advises remembering Lizard Man's final goal, looking at the rubble left behind from the centuries. He thinks Vril would infiltrate human culture and take over our globe. Marshall informs you that they are on their way, and you will be the next victim. Please subscribe to the channel to uncover these mysteries. Thank you for watching the video. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to receive the latest videos about science and mysteries. Goodbye and see you again.